Please enjoy my stories or whatever else might be on my mind today. Well, this is a working trip to Portland, Oregon to take care of that rental problem I told you about in another video. And the first thing I want to do is thank our good friend Kathy, who came down from California to keep Lynn company while I was up there taking care of business. Well, what you're going to see is my experimenting with my new GoPro camera and trying to keep my finger out of the picture, not always successfully, as you'll see. I'm not going to show you any of the rental properties I own, partly because some of them are embarrassing to own, and also partly because of the privacy of the tenants. Just some random shots of places we used to live in Portland and some nostalgic thoughts. And the few moments I was able to spend with my kids here and there in between taking care of the business I went up there to take care of.
Okay, hurry! I can't.
Oh, he's taking a video.
Oh, it's a video? You got something in your mustache, too.
Oh, I need a picture.
Oh, you're sexy.
No, I need a picture.
Selfie time.
Yeah, we gotta have this.
Going on Facebook.
You better believe it.
Oh, this is going on YouTube.
Portland's big on street food in the rain, and I went all the way up there to get a good taco. That's all the way from Mexico.
Okay, so I used to live in a couple more houses on this street, like that one behind the tree and that one over there, which aren't special, but the first day we moved into this neighborhood, I had a cat that climbed that tree, and I went and got a 20-foot ladder, and clear up at the top of the ladder I still couldn't reach the cat, but I finally got him. And on the way down the ladder, one of us peed.
This is a house that we lived in for 10 years. It's qualified to be on the National Historical Register, although we never registered it. It's a pure example of Greek Revival architecture, and it was built in 1905 in a different place. It was built at the World Forestry Exhibition down on the river in Portland and pulled up here by horses in 1919. It was built to be moved. The floor joists are 3 inches wide and 12 inches high, and they're set on 12-inch centers. It would have been a lot easier to move it back in 1919 because there were no power lines and a lot less things to get in the way. This is a picture of me standing in front of that house in 1984. For Halloween, I built this 18-foot tall skeleton. And I was supposed to be in color on the front page. This is the evening edition. The front page in the morning of Oregonian, but I was bumped by the assassination of the Premier of India, Indira Gandhi. This is a huge Victorian mansion 1 block up the street. At the time we lived here, some of our best friends lived in that house. It was probably the 3rd house built on Mount Tabor in Portland. It's now the house that the television show Grimm is filmed in. This is a Spanish architecture house in that neighborhood that I always wished I could live in, but it was never for sale. I like driving past here because the house I live in Mexico has exceeded those dreams. At my daughter's house, Calvin made us a lettuce wrap meal, Korean food, wonderful. I loved it. At another place, we were eating pho, that's beef noodle soup, and I asked Calvin, would you like to give me a lesson with the chopsticks? And Calvin said, no, I'd like to give you a fork. This big boy, Max, weighs 34 pounds. Started filming. It's a bundt cake.
It's a bundt cake.
No,
We did
$1. You want to bet $1 it doesn't come out?
I don't know.
No, come on.
All right.
It's not happening. Oh, come on, do it, do it. Oh my God, look at that.
Calvin, it came out.
Look at that.
Very nice.
That's amazing. Look at that.
Lemony lemon cake.
Becky, me and Mom, it always sticks. Here, smile. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Now what's this? Like
This is a
Bird?
lemon glaze.
bird poop on the castle? Huh?
That's gonna be good.
Well, today we're going out east of Portland into the Columbia River Gorge, and we're going to go as far as the John Day River to a relatively new state park. One of the things I always forget about Oregon is how many colors of green there are in the trees. One of the things I was amazed to see out here in eastern Oregon is how many of these wind generators there are. There are thousands of them. I wonder who's paying for them. And who owns them? Well, probably the people who are buying electricity are paying for them.
Well, here we've stopped at the Cottonwood State Park. It's on the John Day River. It's really nice here. And we're going to go for a hike. Up into them thar hills.
This was a really beautiful place, and there's a great campground. I wish I'd have gotten a picture of it for you, but I didn't. I don't know if you can see it in my video, but there are two kayaks going downstream right there in front of us. This is the Columbia River on our trip back into Portland. It's almost dark, and I only took this to see how my GoPro camera was going to work, and I think I need to learn how to use it better.
If you like my stories, and you think you might like the next one, please subscribe and hit the like button down there too. And always remember, in the words of Mark Twain, as paraphrased by my wife, Jerry never lets the facts get in the way of a good story.